What do we mean by technology? Simply, it means tools. Humans have been using tools to solve problems since prehistoric times. The first stone axe, the cooking pot, and the wheel are examples of technology. So are computers, phones, and software. Each of us is affected by technology every day. It's made our lives easier, safer, and longer. We use it in every part of life. We depend on it. Today I'm going to talk about the effects of technology in 6 different areas: what we eat, what we wear, where we live, how we travel, how we stay healthy, and how we communicate with each other. Let's start with food. Imagine what life would be like without knives or chopsticks, without a stove, a fridge, without all the things that we use for preparing and cooking. All this is technology. We use technology in farms to grow more food, to pack it and distribute it to consumers. Technology can be a water buffalo in a rice paddy or a factory making potato chips. With a fridge, we can store food and do not have to go to the market every day. In the 21st century, we can eat food from any country at any time of year. How does technology influence what we wear? Well, most of our clothes are made from artificial fibres, like lycra or nylon. Most of what we wear is made in factories using machines. Clothes are cheap, and there are lots of styles to choose from. We can wear different things depending on the weather or the occasion. And when we are tired of them, we can throw our clothes away and get new ones. Nowadays, most people have many more clothes than they actually need or even wear. Technology has changed the houses we live in, especially in cities. With modern architecture and engineering, we can build tall buildings. We can make them cool with air conditioning and insulate them against the cold and heat. We use lifts to move up and down. Buildings made from concrete, steel and glass are strong and can be shaped into interesting designs. We are now able to construct buildings that resist cyclones, earthquakes and fires. What about travel? Moving from place to place. With technology, we made bicycles, then cars, then aeroplanes. With cars, we can travel when and where we want. With new roads or aeroplanes, we can get to out-of-the-way villages or islands. Nowadays, international travel takes hours rather than weeks. How has it affected society? It's made everything faster. Technology has also affected health at all levels of society. In basic villages, people have used wells and taps to get clean water. In big city hospitals, surgeons operate using robotics. With modern equipment such as MRI and ultrasound machines, we can see inside the body. We can repair bones, hearts, eyes and ears using spare parts. And we are building electronically controlled artificial limbs. We've developed drugs to help people who have mental health problems. Thanks to technology, people, especially in rich Western countries, are living longer. But by far the biggest change to society comes from the technologies that we use to communicate. Smartphones, satellites, and the internet have completely changed society. With computers, we can create and store vast amounts of information. And we store it on digital devices, not on paper. We can send information, including pictures, from country to country in seconds. People can choose their own movies, TV shows and music and listen to them when and wherever they want to. The fastest growing part of the entertainment industry is games, played on smartphones, tablets and computers. All this wonderful technology, however, has come at a cost. Although we have created new tools to solve our problems, we have lost skills. For example, children who use calculators in school often lose the ability to do simple mathematics in their heads. When people use keyboards all the time, their handwriting suffers. As we eat more and more food that is processed, we lose our knowledge of cooking and we lose control over what is in our food. Our farms depend on fertilizers and pesticides, and we lose the knowledge of how to grow crops without them. When clothes are cheap, we buy more of them, use more water and soap to wash them, and create more rubbish when we throw them out. Our air-conditioned high-rise apartments are comfortable, but they need huge amounts of power for heating and cooling, and living in high-rise boxes can separate people from their community. In cities, the streets are full of cars, the air is dirty, the traffic is slow, and public transport is bad. Medical technologies can do wonders, but they are expensive, and most people from developing countries cannot afford the cost. To sum it up, you can see that we use technology in every area of our lives. When we get dressed, go to work or school, we go home, eat a meal, and talk with our friends. Technology is there. When we are relaxing happily or suffering from an illness, technology is there. Most of this is good, but there are some disadvantages that we need to think about.